All right, I'm gonna show you today how to create a drawing using Auto Inventor. So there's two ways to do it. We can go from here and click on drawing, DWG. DWG is the extension that identifies drawings, files, and Inventor. So I'm gonna click here. You wait for a little bit, and this is the template that you is by default the one that Inventor will open. But this one is quite a bit a large size, so we need to change the dimension. If you see here, the default size is size D, and we don't want size D. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here in my browser, and I'm gonna right click on sheet 1, and then you will see this small menu and click on edit sheet. Once you have this even smaller menu right here, you will see you can change the name. Let's say I'm gonna put any name. I'm gonna put Rios. You can use any other name. On the size, you can change it to, I'm gonna use A, because if you see here the dimensions, we have the height is 8.5, width is 11 inches, which is the regular sheet of paper, the one that we use for the printer. And I'm gonna leave it in landscape. I'm gonna click OK, and this is the way it looks like. Now, in order for us to insert the part that we want to create the drawing from, we need to click on base. Okay, so there's also two ways to do this. So this is the menu that will display once you click on here on base. And if you see here under file, there's nothing there. The only thing that it says is that you can select the document and you can search for it. So you can click on open an existing file. I have my files here, so I'm gonna choose this one, S306, and it will show you the picture of it, and then click open. And right away, you will see the front view, the designated front view that you initially created when you did the parts weeks ago. Also, another thing that you can do here is on the scale right here, you can change. I'm gonna leave it in 1/2 because that's the one that I need, but you want something smaller, you can choose 1/4, you can choose 1:1, but as you can see, the real size, this is the real size of the object, 1 feet. So also, you can also type the dimension in decimal. Let's say I want 0.60, right? I can do that. Or if I want something like 4 or 5, something even smaller than 0.5. So it doesn't matter. I'm gonna choose the 1/2, which is 0.5. I'm gonna click. I'm gonna move this out of the way, and I'm gonna insert all the views. As you can see here, when you select the part that you want to display, also the view cube, it will appear on the screen. Why? Because you have the opportunity to rotate it. Depends on the view. What do you want? You are the designer, but in this case, we're gonna follow the traditional, which is the multi-view of an object, which goes first front, and then as you can see, there's like a slight or really light green lines, dotted lines around. It means where you're gonna insert the second view, which is in this case the top view. And then I'm gonna move my mouse right here to insert the side view. Lastly, I'm gonna go to the corner and I'm going to insert the orthographic or isometric view. All right. So right now I'm gonna leave it like that. You can change the space between the views later. I'm gonna just click OK. Okay. And I'm gonna double click right here because all the isometrics or orthographic views must be grayed out. So right here under style, you have 3 options: hidden lines, remove the hidden lines, and shading. So I'm gonna click shading, click OK. This is the only one that you're supposed to shade in. Okay, so now As you can see, if I move my mouse right here on top, all what I can see is the cursor. The green cursor is the only one that you can see. But if I get closer to the dotted red line, the cursor changes to that little square. Means that you can click and move this, the front view. The front view is the one that is the most important, is we call it the leading view, because it's the one that leads the, if I go up and down, the side view moves up and down, and if I move my mouse left and right, the top view follows the front view. So I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna move this one a little bit closer to the edge. And now the next thing that I have to do is I'm gonna label. I need to identify which view is what. So I'm gonna click on Note, Annotate, Text, and when you see text, you click on it. What is it? Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for the window. Okay, I'm gonna click on next, and then I'm gonna click here where I want the text to start, and then you will see this other menu where you can type, and I'm gonna type front view. You can change the font. Doesn't have to be this one. You can use well, not that one, but let me see. And that's U Gothic. There's many fonts. So depends on the font that you want, and also you can change it to these default dimensions, but sometimes this one is not that big, so usually you can go ahead and type 0.2 and it will give me the view, the size of the font that I want. Then I'm gonna click here, the window will pop out, and I'm gonna change this one to, I don't remember the one that I used. I think it was this one, and I'm gonna type 0.2, and I'm gonna label it as top view. I'm gonna click OK, and then lastly this one is gonna be side view. Since I didn't change the features since the beginning, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight, select the one, I think it was this, then type 0.2. So you can either do it at the beginning or at the end by highlighting. I'm gonna click OK. One more thing that I need to do is I'm gonna title the sheet. This one is creating a DWG, and then the one that I just did was level 1-6. I'm gonna click OK. Also here, I'm gonna type my name. I have a title. I'm gonna click OK. Now the next thing that I have to do here is just make sure that my views are kind of distributed on the page in a good way. I'm gonna move this one because it's too close to this one, and also this, and this one I think I'm gonna leave it like that. So I think it looks okay. I'm gonna go ahead and save it, file, save as, and level 1 folder. I don't have it here with me because I don't make those shapes. You have to just save it like that. You're gonna export it now, file, save as, export as a PDF. You go ahead and save it on your level 1 folder, You don't have to change the name, you just click on save. And this is how your what is it? 3, 6. Let me find it. I'm gonna just open the one that I created in the morning. So this is how a PDF of the drawing looks like. The paper looks white, and then it has the 3 most important views of the part that you created the drawing for, and with the name and the name of the activity and your name, of course. Hopefully this video will help you to create your own drawings.